So sometimes, guys, when we talk about the metric system, okay, it helps to think of it as a set of steps. Okay, the metric system, and remember, the metric system is, got an S in it there, and it's the one where we use meters. Okay, so we're going to be using meters, but not just meters. Okay, there are some other measurements in the metric system. Okay, and to help myself remember those measurements, I'm going to draw a set of stairs. Okay, I'm going to just draw 4 steps. There are actually more steps in this system, but for what you need, just 4 steps will do. Okay, at the top I'm going to put a meter. Okay, M-E-T-E-R. Okay, there's my meter, and the abbreviation for my meter is just M. Okay, that means meter. The tiniest one that we're talking about in this system is a millimeter. Okay, M-I-L-L-I is a millimeter. Okay, and I'm going to put it here on the bottom, and the abbreviation is M. Okay, now the next one up, okay, that we're going to talk about is a centimeter. A centimeter. Okay, and the abbreviation for centimeter is cm. Okay, and then we have a decimeter. Okay, so all of these measurements fit very nicely into these stairs. Okay, and if I didn't want to write all the measurements out, I would just use their abbreviations. Okay, so I can make a set of stairs actually that looked like this, and I'll show you how I would write it with just the abbreviations. I would write an M for meter, a DM for decimeter, a CM for centimeter, and an MM for meter. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. These steps of set of stairs can be your ticket to really knowing how to do this metric system. If I'm going to start with 1,000. It's an easy number to work with. Let's say I have 1,000 meters, and I want to know how many millimeters I have in there. First, you might be like, oh my gosh, how in the world do I figure that out? All you got to do is this. Every time you go down every time you go down a step, you add a 0 on the end. Okay, so watch. 1,000, I have 3 zeros. Well, for the down 1 step, I have 4 zeros. That's it. Okay, go down the step again. You add another 0. So I have 4 zeros. I'm going to add 1 0 to 4. I'm going to make it 5 zeros. Okay, go down the step again. And I'm going to add 1 0 there. I had 5 zeros. Now I should have 6 zeros. Okay, put my commas in there. And that's my answer. So I know that 1,000 meters equals 1 million millimeters. That's all you do. Okay? And it works for this too. If I have, I'll draw another set of steps beside it so you can see. So you can see this. If I have, let's say, I'm going to put my meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter in there. If I have, let's say I have 96 meters. All you got to do is add a 0 going down. Just add your 0. I have 960. Okay? Essentially, you're multiplying by 10. For those of you who are thinking about multiplication, adding that 0 to the end means you multiplied by 10, and you have 10 of those now. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing. Add a 0 to the end, and I have 9,600. Add another 0. Okay? And I have 96,000. Okay? That's it. That's all you do. Now, going up, if you're adding a 0 going down, can you imagine what might be happening going up? Okay, if you thought you would be taking away a 0, you would be correct. Okay, so I'm going to draw the millimeter right here. Centimeter. Every time you draw this chart, draw it right out. Right to there. Okay? And so, if I'm going to start, let's say I start with 1,000 millimeters. 1,000 millimeters. Okay, going up. I'm going to take a 0 away. Okay, so I'm going to end up with 100 centimeters. Okay, going up again. Take a 0 away. 10. Essentially going up, you're dividing by 10. You're splitting it into 10 pieces and just taking one of those pieces out. Okay, take away a 0 again. Minus a 0 on the end. This isn't minus 0, it's minus a 0 on the end. It's actually multiplying times 10 or dividing by 10. But just so you can see on the end there. Take away a 0, I get 1 meter. So I see in 1 meter there are 1,000 millimeters. Alright? Now, raise your hand if you remember talking about the invisible decimal point. Okay, we're going to talk about that next. I'm just going to